banished from Earth Classic Game Room broadcasts from the intergalactic space arcade on its never-ending mission to review everything.
Did you call us here for a reason, or are you just trying to get us killed?
Can it be both?
Welcome to Classic Game Room. Do you like Ratchet and Clank? Of course you do. So you're gonna like this game. It's Ratchet and Clank Future! Tools of Destruction.
The thrusters are fine, Clank. See?
Do you like Ratchet and Clank and live by the words, if it ain't broke, don't fix it? If so, you're gonna love this game because it's Ratchet and Clank Future. Tools of Destruction.
Got a bit of a situation here at the Planetary Defense Center.
Heavily armed robotic commandos?
When aren't they heavily armed?
Released in 2007, this is the first Ratchet and Clank game on PlayStation 3, which brings familiar characters, familiar gameplay, and familiar everything onto the HD PS3. In fact, it's nearly identical to the other games in the series, and you know what? I'm just fine with that. I'm fine with that because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I saw what happened when they tried to fix it with All for One. They done broke it. For those of you who enjoyed the earlier PlayStation 2 games, this is immediately familiar and incredibly likable. Ratchet and Clank get sent into the future, where there's more Lombaxes or something. A new intergalactic threat and lots of weapons to collect and upgrade. It also looks and sounds really good, runs at 720p, and the cutscenes are stunning.
Behold, the last Lombax in the universe.
It's also got a great sense of humor, which fans of Ratchet and Clank should most certainly enjoy.
And you are?
Emperor Percival Tachyon.
Cryosleep? No. There's no way I'm gonna...
It is fortunate cryosleep does not work on robots.
This kicks off the Ratchet and Clank Future trilogy of games, which I would recommend playing. I've enjoyed the first two, still haven't played the third one yet. You'll adventure through the galaxy, meet new and interesting enemies, and destroy them with more explosive weapons, like the Nano Swarmers or the Buzz Blades. Weapons that you upgrade as you play the game. You should know the drill if you've enjoyed the previous Ratchet and Clank adventures. You know, it's funny, because I wonder if I would actually criticize this for being more of the same, to the degree that it is, if I hadn't played the abomination of Ratchet and Clank All for One. Because, you know, they may as well have just stuck Jar Jar Binks doing the Macarena in that game, because it just removed everything that was fun, charming, and likable about Ratchet and Clank, and replaced it with a Jar Jar Binks level of crap. Perhaps the games just weren't selling like they used to in the late 2000s when everyone was getting into their multiplayer shooters, but these days it's so refreshing to play a likable game like this, with charismatic video game heroes that should be more popular than they are. Maybe the gameplay just got stale after a while. You know, if you've been away from Ratchet and Clank, come back. Enjoy it again for the first time. You can get this as one of the PlayStation 3 greatest hits for just a couple bucks these days, and you'll find a good adventure with loads of creative, silly weapons, many of which you don't even need to aim at enemies to use. You'll level up Ratchet and Clank as you play the game. You'll level up your weapons and enhance them as you continue playing. There's new armor to purchase.
Congratulations, soldier. The Center for Advanced Lombax Research has selected you as the beta tester for the most important invention in Lombax history, the Dimensionator. Built by 8 of the brightest minds in Lombax history, the Dimensionator's ergonomic design is the culmination of nearly 3 Arcturian cycles of research. Now,
it's nothing you haven't seen before, but if for some reason you haven't seen it before, if you've never played a Ratchet and Clank game, while I would recommend starting with the first one, and keep in mind you can get the first 3 PlayStation 2 adventures on 1 PS3 disc for just a couple bucks. If you don't want to play those, you can easily dive into the series with this one. There's not that much depth to the characters, they're just wisecracking and likable. And the weapons are ridiculous. Like the other games, it's not that difficult, it's just fun to play. The visuals, environments, and characters all look great. Nice lighting throughout the game. The surround sound mixing is terrific. And of course the acting is spot on too. It's funny, it's well delivered, well recorded, good actors.
Lombax's secret, a cipher wrapped in an enigma, smothered in super secret sauce.
That's enough, Zach.